Well, let's get right over to the forecast with meteorologist Thomas Patrick, because Thomas, of course, a lot of people are going to want to be out and about this evening for trick-or-treating, but you're telling us about some rain chances on the way.
Yeah, if you've kind of built in some rainproof gear into your costume for today, definitely put that to good use because our forecast is fairly wet, especially for the evening hours tonight. Some areas already getting the rain as of this morning as we're watching a pretty potent storm system across the state. Looks like cold front is just kind of extending from Ferry County towards the Washington-Oregon border just north of Portland. A lot of rain out west, but you see a fair bit of it over northeastern Washington and into portions of North Idaho. So it's been a bit on and off over Coeur d'Alene so far through the morning hours. Have not had any rain yet here in Spokane. This is expected to increase in terms of coverage, become more widespread throughout the day. On and off over Pullman and on portions of the Palouse as well. Again, a lot more likely seeing rain over Coeur d'Alene, where it does look pretty wet. You can definitely see the wet roadways and the streets and the sidewalks out there in the live pictures, but in Spokane have not had any rain, at least not just yet. Oh, by the way, it's pretty windy out there for this morning. And I think scattered showers and windy conditions are going to be the theme for today, but temperature-wise, thankfully quite mild for our Halloween day. But I would prepare for the rain if you are trick-or-treating for tonight.
Well, happening today, after more than 2 years, Washington State's COVID-19 emergency declaration orders are now ending. They were first declared in February of 2020, 2 months after the first case of COVID-19 was documented. So Nicole Hernandez is joining us live from the newsroom this morning. And Nicole, I understand you're breaking down exactly what will change as this declaration expires.
Yeah, so several emergency orders are ending today. The official COVID-19 state of emergency, the Contact Tracing Public Records Act, travel restrictions, and even more. Governor Inslee had already lifted 75% of his emergency orders back in September, and another 13 ended last week. The governor's office says the pandemic is still affecting us, but they're not considering it an emergency anymore.
Many of our residents aren't going to see that much of a difference. But I think what you are going to sense over time is that we are going to increasingly amp up our concern for respiratory season and for virus season.
The Washington State Department of Health says people in healthcare, long-term care facilities, and some correctional facilities will have to continue masking up. Washington State has the 6th lowest COVID death rate in the country, and all but 2 counties in the state are in the low transmission levels. Health experts, though, say people still need to protect themselves and others as the pandemic continues. DOH says as of 1 week ago, only 15% of people over 12 have had their bivalent booster shot, and they say while cases are down now, we should be ready for another possible wave of cases this winter. In the newsroom, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Well, as the midterm election race heads into its home stretch, Senator Patty Murray and Senate candidate Tiffany Smiley met for the second time at a town hall in Seattle last night. The candidates discussed a variety of topics that are at the forefront of many voters' minds. In a poll from our Seattle station King 5, 26% of respondents say that abortion is the most important issue this election. Inflation, though, is not far behind at 22%.
That will specifically lower costs for people's prescription drugs and make sure that they can afford health care.
We need to rein in this out of control spending. The Inflation Reduction Act does nothing to reduce inflation.
Now, the two did agree on some things, such as giving Dreamers a path to full citizenship and investing in clean energy to combat climate change. But they did clash on abortion.
When Mitch McConnell jammed the court with people who said, I'm pro-life, don't worry about it. And look where we are. So now it is imperative that we take action at the national level to restore the protections of Roe.
I'm against a federal abortion ban. I believe it belongs closest to the people voting on it. And here in Washington State, I respect the will of those voters. So I am against a federal abortion ban.
Now, of course, we only showed you a small portion of the town hall. If you would like to watch the full event, you can text the word debate to 509-448-2000 and we'll send you a link right to your phone. You can also find that full town hall right now on our KREM 2 Plus app. You can download that for free right now if you have a Roku or Fire Stick. Now, as a reminder, Election Day is next Tuesday, which is November 8th. So if you're a Washington voter, you don't have to wait to vote. You can actually turn in your mail-in ballot right now. In Washington State, you have until through today to update your voter information online, but you can still make changes in person at any county elections office until Election Day. Now, in Idaho, the last day for early or in-person absentee voting is this Friday. Both states do allow you to register and to vote on Election Day. Now, if you would like more information on the issues that will be appearing on your ballot this time around, text the word VOTE to our number 509-448-2000, and we will send you our exclusive election guide. It's 7:06 right now. Let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. Today, the trial begins for a man accused of murdering his ex-wife in 2020. Yasir Daraji was arrested in January of 2020 after his wife's body was found inside a burning car. Police say that he has a history of violence and threatened to kill the victim before her death. Daraji faces charges of first-degree murder. He is now in jail on a $1 million bond. Today, the Spokane Police Department and Spokane Regional Emergency Communications Department are changing the way that 911 calls are received. SREC will still answer 911 calls, but they will only dispatch police and fire in urgent matters. The police department says that these changes are meant to help them navigate some of their staffing shortages. SREC is encouraging everyone to use the crime check number for crimes that are not an emergency. Sadly, a woman died in a mobile home fire in Moses Lake yesterday morning. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, that fire started around 8 o'clock. When firefighters arrived to the home, it was already fully engulfed in flames. 2 women were inside at the time, and officials say that one of them did manage to escape. Fire crews tried to rescue them both, but they say that the fire made that rescue impossible. The Grant County Fire Marshal's office is investigating what caused this fire.